it set up here. So this is the encounter deck. You're going to have the treasure deck and all that. I just left that all out because it's kind of cluttered here. And this is set for morning. You're going to have your playing board. As you can see, I already selected my 3 skills. You can either just do them randomly or however you want. You have your token of your color. This is basically a sex marker, so if you get your sex changed in the game for whatever reason, you can flip it to the side. These are your quest markers. When you go on quests, you put them on the area where your quest is supposed to be. Your origin is if you finally get a status where you got a place of your own. You have to go there regularly. And then destination is a place where you have to go, like if a place of power becomes open, because there's certain places you can't go unless you actually have the destination to go. And this is the player's matrix charts. So, and then you also get 1 quest card, and this one's the carried away one. So you don't have to do the quests; they're just optional, but they give you rewards and skills and different things if you do them. So now let's go to the turn, how the turn works. Okay, so you're going to move your character, and he's got to move into 2. So from Baghdad, he's going to move 1 to 2. And notice that little gem there. It's the icon of a forest, and that number is going to be modded to your roll. So the first thing your players are going to do is they're going to pass this matrix reaction charts to the player on the right, and the book of tales to the player on the left. So now, once he gets to his destination where he wants to go, you flip over the card. In this case, it's a war fleet, and you look at the symbol that you're in, and he's in a forest. So the forest marker is this little gem here, and it says 55 on it. So now we go to the book of tales. Okay, so the way this works, okay, so now the way it works is, this is chart 55, that was from the encounter, so it's chart 55, and you take the location your player's at, which was the island, which showed number 2 on it. So the player is going to, now if he had the bonus to his encounter roll, then he'd add that into it as well. So you're going to take your 6-sided die and roll it. He rolled a 6, and the number on the top on his little island that the forest he was in said 2. So 6 plus 2 is 8. So he ran into a sad goulet, and I believe that's chart I. Yeah. So that's how that goes. He's going to decide to aid the sad goulet and hope that it plays out. So if you look at the aid, it's going to be 1028 on this chart. Now the player is going to roll their destiny die. So he added a plus to that, so it's 1029. Okay, now you're going to read the thing for 1029. So you're going to read the text, whatever it says in here, and then you're going to have a whole bunch of different things here. What this means is if you have no skill or appearance skill, you're going to read this one. And this piety, if you have piety, you're going to read this one. or if your status is beast form, you're going to read this. Well, in this case, we're going to have no skill. So, and the way this goes is the sad Goulet sits weeping by the side of the road. You ask why she weeps. I have just sworn to the truth faith, but I am a ghoul. All my life I have eaten human flesh. Allah in His wisdom forbids such things. What can I do? You sit with her and puzzle the test which Allah places before His faithful. So then another skill says, as you ponder, the Goulet is overcome with hunger and takes a chunk out of you. Howling, you flee. Her remorseful cries barely audible over her smacking lips. So that means you're going to get D1, which is Destiny 1. Your Destiny track's going to go up 1. And then this little tele thing says Wounded. You're going to get the status of Wounded.
I love the game. I love the choose your own adventure style, like all the choose adventure stories. It brought a whole new realm of gameplay. I like the whole Aladdin and Arabian Nights type stories, and I just absolutely loved it. It went over well with our whole party. It is not a short game. It does take a while, but you know, some people complain about the flow of the game. To me, I think it went by really fast. We were always constantly passing the book, you know, one to another, so it wasn't like we were sitting there for very long without having something to do. You do have to like to read, but I love it. And I'm not a big reader. I hate reading, but I really, really loved playing this game.
Yes, I can admit, yeah, there's a lot of chart looking up in the game. So the replayability of this game is really good.
It is highly advisable to get deck card covers for all your cards, so that because they're used quite a bit, you don't want to wreck your cards after playing it for so long.
Yeah, I use the Ultra Pro, the standard card size. I get usually ones with the decorations on them because usually the clear ones, they don't sleeve well. That's definitely recommended for me.
Must play, definitely. I think anybody who plays it would really, really like it. It sounds complicated when you first start out, but within a turn or two you pick it up really, really quick. And you really understand how to play the game.
There's not a moment that you're bored. I mean, even not to give any spoilers or anything, but I can kind of read an example real quick out of here. For example, this one entry says, "You cry out loud you cry out a word of danger to the outer, and he falls upon his pride and startlement. He looks up at your laughter and cries, 'Woe is me! Must you add to my misery by making a fool of me?'" So that it's written really well in the old Arabian Nights style, and depending on how you play, you can either play by reading it just like, you know, monotone, or you can make it really exciting and getting into the character of the book. It works real well.
And what's nice is you can, it's not like it's a long paragraph or anything. They're usually no longer than about 10 lines at most.
Now the game is really neat. There really is no winners or losers in the game, but for all phases of the game, the winner of the first game is the one who meets their destiny story point. But overall, it's really high on my list of games to play again.
That's probably my number 1 or number 2 favorite games for this year so far, especially the ones we've just recently bought. It's really high on what I really, really enjoy.
So thanks for watching, and you have a wonderful evening.
Bye.